Okay. So how many of us open up Instagram for a what we think is going to be a quick 5 minute scroll, and the 5 minutes turns into like a 30 minute event? Or when you're searching up an item that you really like, let's say a hat or perfume, then all of a sudden all these ads start popping up on your social media ads because it's encouraging you to buy this item. That, my friend, is not a coincidence. That is what we call an algorithm. So many of us use social media platforms to stay connected, for entertainment, for shopping, and because we spend so much time online, it's important for us to know how these algorithms are being used for us, that we would hope, right? So, like many others, spend several hours online on a daily basis, and I was intrigued about how algorithms work from one of the TED Talk discussion videos that one of my peers shared. And in this TED Talk, they discussed how algorithms are engineered for being attention grabbers. So, like the whole 5 minute turns into 30-minute scroll, that's the whole purpose of it. So, today I will explain how algorithms generate what we see online and how they can potentially influence us, and how we can take the reins back on what content is shared with us. So first we'll talk about how algorithms work and how they collect our information by our online behavior. Then we will discuss about how it may influence us. And then we will finish off by exploring how we can make changes to what we share with these algorithms. So what the algorithms learn from us, let's consider these like little tiny machines that every click, share, like, it's just collecting data from us. And this is from the content that we are on. Like, let's say I like videos of hairstyling, and I want to comb my hair, or if I want to share a video with you of a dog eating a treat or doing tricks or things like that, then it's going to populate videos that are very similar to that. So I continue to engage with this content. So the more the algorithm collects, the better it gets at predicting what content to show me, so I stay engaged. So now the second thing is that this can also influence the way that we make decisions. The reason being is because we're seeing all these videos on our feed, so it's recommending like other things such as music, movies to watch, products to purchase. There's been a few times where I keep seeing a product on TikTok, and I'm like, does that really work? And then I could potentially buy it. I've actually done that maybe like 2 or more occasions. But aside from that, it can also be political things, things that can influence our political views, or news that we see that may or may not be true. So we also have to do our research to make sure that these are actual facts and not something that just the media or social media is sharing with us. So now, let's see. The way that we can take the reins back on this experience, on these online experiences, is by exploring different ways that we can not mess with but fix the algorithms. We can do so by kind of switching up the things that we would normally like or share. We can also take the reins by clearing like the search history to make sure that it doesn't populate all the same stuff. And we can also adjust the privacy settings. The Federal Trade Commission continues to encourage consumers to understand how companies personalize online experiences and knows about digital privacy in order to make informed decisions. So it's always good to stay on top of that. Algorithms are powerful users, but they also respond to our behavior. So making small changes to the technology that we use on a daily basis can give us a more balanced online experience. So now that we know how algorithms work, it is important that we don't let it influence us all to the complete extent, and we're mindful on how we use it and we're responsible with it. So the next time that you feel like you want to open up your TikTok or your Instagram, just be mindful of how much time you are investing in these apps and don't let it consume you completely. Thank you.